Lead yourself before you lead others. True leadership starts within. Learn how mastering self-discipline, integrity, and emotional intelligence helps you lead yourself first and inspire others to follow naturally. Before you can inspire others, you must first master yourself. Leadership isn't about power or position, it's about personal growth, integrity, and consistency. Discover how leading yourself with purpose and discipline lays the foundation for influencing and empowering others. Lead yourself before you lead others. Leadership is often pictured as standing in front, guiding a team, inspiring a company, or leading a movement. But true leadership doesn't begin with managing others. It begins with managing yourself. Before you can influence a team, a company, or a community, you must first master the person you see in the mirror every morning. The greatest leaders throughout history, from world changers to everyday mentors, all share one common truth. They learn to lead themselves before they led others. Leadership is not a title or a position. It's a mindset, a habit, and a daily choice rooted in self-discipline, integrity, and purpose. The foundation, self-leadership. Self-leadership is about taking ownership of your life. It's understanding that your actions, habits, and mindset determine your path more than circumstances ever will. You cannot control the world, but you can control your responses to it. To lead yourself means developing self-awareness, knowing your strengths and weaknesses, understanding your emotions, and being honest about your intentions. It means setting standards for your own behavior that you would expect from anyone you lead. You cannot demand excellence, respect, or accountability from others if you do not first model it yourself. When you lead yourself, you create consistency between your words and actions. People begin to trust you not because of your title, but because of your example. That trust is the foundation of every great leader. Discipline, the silent power behind growth. Self-discipline is where true leadership begins to take form. It's the quiet force that transforms vision into reality. It means doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. A disciplined person doesn't wait for motivation. They create it through action. They plan their goals, stick to their commitments, and push themselves beyond comfort. In the process, they inspire others to do the same. Think of every great leader, from athletes to entrepreneurs to educators. Their success was built not on luck, but on discipline and consistency. They mastered the small daily habits that built their character. They led themselves before anyone followed. Integrity, leadership's core value. Integrity is doing the right thing even when no one is watching. It's keeping your promises to others and to yourself. In leadership, integrity is not optional. It's essential. When you lead with integrity, people trust your word. When you lack it, no title or authority can save you. Leaders who fail to lead themselves, who compromise values for convenience, eventually lose the respect of those around them. Leading yourself with integrity builds an unshakable foundation. It creates a sense of stability in your actions and decisions. Others will follow you not because they have to, but because they want to. Emotional intelligence, leading with empathy and awareness. Leadership is not just about what you know, it's about how well you connect. Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand and manage your own emotions while also recognizing and influencing the emotions of others. A leader with high emotional intelligence can listen before reacting, empathize before judging, and respond with calmness in chaos. But this skill begins within. It starts with understanding your emotional triggers, learning to manage stress, and maintaining balance under pressure. When you lead yourself emotionally, you lead others more effectively. You become approachable, authentic, and trusted. People don't follow perfect leaders. They follow real ones. Purpose, the compass that guides your leadership. Every leader needs a purpose, a why that drives them beyond personal gain. But purpose doesn't appear overnight. It's discovered through reflection, growth, and self-leadership. Ask yourself, why do I want to lead? If the answer is rooted in ego or control, it will fade. But if it's driven by service, impact, and a desire to grow others, it will sustain you through every challenge. When you find purpose, your leadership becomes more than a role, it becomes a calling. Your actions gain meaning and your vision becomes contagious. You move from managing people to inspiring them, from self-leadership to team leadership. Once you've learned to lead yourself, you naturally begin to influence others. Your habits, mindset, and energy create a ripple effect. People notice your consistency, your calm in difficult times, and your commitment to values, and they follow your example. Great leaders don't command followers. They cultivate other leaders. They don't demand loyalty. They earn it through example. When you lead yourself with clarity and purpose, you empower others to do the same. That's how teams transform, not through rules, but through role models. Continuous growth. The journey never ends. Leadership and personal growth are lifelong journeys. The moment you stop learning, you stop leading. The best leaders are also the best students, constantly reading, reflecting, listening, and adapting. Leading yourself requires humility, the willingness to admit mistakes, seek feedback, and improve. Growth isn't always comfortable, but it's always worth it. Every challenge you overcome, every lesson you learn, strengthens your ability to lead others through theirs. Final thoughts. Be the example. In a world full of voices telling others what to do, be the one who shows the way. True leadership is not about control, power, or position. It's about influence, integrity, and the courage to grow. Before you try to change the world, learn to change yourself. Before you demand excellence from others, demand it from yourself. Before you lead others, lead yourself, because the greatest leaders don't stand above others. They rise beside them, inspiring through the strength of their own example.